どうも、皆さん、こんにちは。今日もグリードフォール続きからやっていこうと思います。前回、何をやってたんでしたっけ忘れてしまいましたね。そうですね、レディー・モランジュだから、これですね。サンマテウス行ったりなんかいろいろやってですね、こうやったわけなんですけども、で、ペトリウスのね、ちょっと好感度を上げるためにこれ、マザーカーディナーレのアパートを捜索するということで、サンマテウスに一回向かっていこうと思います。じゃあ、早速、こちらですね、サンマテウスに飛びます。で、サルデーの状況に行きましょう。はい、というわけで、サルデーの状況に着きましたね。ちょっと内容をペトリウスさん、なんだっけ、
What can I do for you, my child?
I'll see you later, father.
Take care, my child.
まあ、よろしかろ。よっしゃ。さあ、出るぞ。で、彼女のアパルトメントどこにあるんでしょうかね。服装大丈夫かな。ちょっと、店によって、店によってちょっと、使用人の服でしたっけ、売ってれば買っちゃおうかなと、そういう心づもりでございます。話してみましょうか。
It is impossible not to like it here. The air is purer than it is on the continent. The Malachor is far away. And rumor has it that this island is the one Saint Matthias himself chose as his final resting place.
へえ。となると、指輪がね、メンタルパワー全然足りなくて装備できないんですけど、本当はね、欲しいんですけどね。力が足りねえ、メンタルパワーも足りねえ。何もかもが足りねえよ。悲しいですね。カトラス。まあそういうのはいいとしてです。まずは服です、服。戦闘鎧とかじゃなくて、どれだセレンさんのどれを指すんだろう、使用人の服って。快適なジャケットとかそういうのあるけど、キャビンボーイの軽いジャケットとこの辺かな。余計なの買いたくねえんだよな。これ買っとこう。コテとか手袋とかどうすっかね。全部能力上がんないね。上がらんね。上がるわ。再生魔法、爆裂魔法ってどの魔法言ってんだろう。こういうの欲しいな。高いな。金がね。よかろう。結構よくわからん。とりあえずカーディナルのアパートへ行きましょう。マザ
ー Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you.
お願いしてくれよ。
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Did you?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where Saint Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us, all the more so because we discovered some tablets there which were engraved by our founder.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen, probably by the islanders who still reject our influence. I know that you are generally well accepted by the natives, That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try and retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
OK。これ、上がりそうだね。どこにいるのこれ、ルスティニウス神父。いや、ごめん。ルスティニウス神父とかだどうでもええよ。あんたの資質に入りたいんよ。ちょっと、僕失礼するよ。お邪魔するよ。さて、アパートっちゅうかマザーの部屋を見つけるというかね、うろうろしろってことですよね。おっしゃ、チョース。おい、あんちゃん、お前の服俺によこしなよ。
May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
せめてこっち見て話してくれよ。こっち見て話してくれよ、労働者。マザーの部屋は大丈夫？マザーの部屋も汚ねえな、これ。拾いましょう。しかしと片付けました。例の閣下のお客様による被害は相当なもので、残念ながらカーペットのシミがひどく交換しなくてはなりませんでした。新しいものをお気に召すといいのですが、いつもの部屋の鍵は机の上に戻しておきましたと。机の上に鍵があるんじゃないの？この部屋じゃなくて？ちょっと待って。なるほどね。となると、あいつの資質に入れねばならんということか。ほう、それが鍵かな？ちょっと預からせてもらうじゃないか。さあ行こう、地下室へ。やばい、早く行こう。マザーの弱みを握るんちゃい。走るよ。
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors by order of the Mother Cardinal.
We did not know. Please excuse us.
The basements are for servants only.
あ、そうか。
Very well. We'll go back up.
快適なジャケット3。オッケー。売ってたやつだ。となると、私は買うチョイスを失敗したっすね。完全にね。いらんやつ売ってこよう。似合わねえな。お前ら、労働者向きじゃねえよ。よし、行くぞ。私もね、この高貴ないでたちを隠せないカリスマが背中に溢れちゃってるからしょうがないんだけどさ。さあ、使用人の格好をした我々がいざ地下へ参らん。よいしょと。いや、どうも。いや、さっきぶりだね。ほう。お邪魔します。おっと、やだ、エッチな部屋じゃないこれ。
Ah, well. This is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place.
いや、オレンジの出てたじゃん。これもらうわ。
For goodness sake! This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
おー。となると何がありますね。
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
イヤリング。
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it.
あ、そうな
It's
の？
junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesans.
We are here at the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Teleme, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others.
ほう。
These parties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should continue searching. Perhaps we missed something.
なるほど。よくわからん。お、まだ調べたいとこあるぞ。こっちか。お、どこ？
Locked.
鍵を使おう。さて、秘密の部屋だね。デッサルデと秘密の部屋ですね。おい。マグパイ。へえ。キャンディー。これは超怪しいじゃん。
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times.
いや、怪しいね。もうキャンディーなんて怪しさの
This
塊じゃん。
sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I think we have everything we need. There is probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the coin tavern.
ほう。
Perhaps the manager knows him.
となるとどうしようかな。直接乗り込むよりこう外堀埋めるように居酒屋から行った方がいいかな。サンマテスの宿屋、売春婦、ブックメーカー、金貸しマーブック。そうだね、宿屋、上から順番に行こう。宿屋から行こう。やっほーい。
Can I get you anything?
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
まあいろいろだね。お家の客について聞こ
You
うかな。
sometimes deliver goods to your big clients. Isn't that right?
Of course. The rich don't like to get drunk among mere mortals.
And have you ever supplied anyone from the palace?
Yes, that has happened. It suits them.
And who places these orders?
ほうほうほう。
Well, a steward, of course. Don't you know how things work?
A woman? Dressed in a long green cloak?
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other hand, the person in the big green coat, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know each other or work together.
へえ。マザーカルディナールについ
Do you
て研
think
究
that
し
the
よう。
Mother Cardinal may have ever been here?
Are you drunk or something?
キャンディーを探す。
What can you tell me about a certain candy
キャンディーっ
cane?
て人なんだ。
Candy cane. Everyone speaks about him or has heard of him, but no
人
one
か、
really
キャンディ
knows
ーって。
him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about him.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
へえ。てっきりキャンディーって 麻薬かなんかの隠語だと思ってましたけど違うんだ。これまだ丸ついてるけど、あ、終わったね。あれ、まあ、宿屋と同じ、親父と同じ顔してねえか。気のせいか。ちょっと近い子。売春婦のお姉さんに聞いてみましょうか。はい。
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and it's free.
お代はいただか
Come
ない
and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed. Of that I can assure you.
どういうことだよ。
Come on. So, have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
後ろのピンク
My
やつすげえ
treasures
な。
are worth their price. I promise you that you will get your money's worth. For you, I'm sure we can make a special arrangement.
ほう、支払う。直感的にペトリュスに、直感行かそうか、じゃあ。金ねえんだ。
Father, do you want to explain to this
直
man
感
why
の処
we
理
are
成功し
here?
ました。
Of course. We are not here for your services, but to lead an investigation. Several clients of yours have made a complaint. Precious objects disappearing after your employees' visits.
People in very high places are concerned, which explains why we've been asked to take care of it.
This cannot be. Well, listen. Come in, but please be discreet.
Thank you for your cooperation.
ちょっと待って。何か変わった今。
Have you found anything to your taste?
Yes, but I like to take my time.
Don't hang around, though. My treasures don't stay unaccompanied for long.
ああ、女の子らから聞いてくればいいのか。つっか、おめえ、髪がピンク色なんじゃなくてこういう感じだったのか。貴族。すごい美人を期待しちゃったんだけど。正直いまいちだな。私のタイプじゃないな、あなたは。よし、とりあえずあなたから話を聞こう。何やってんの何やってんの
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we're here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine.
あ、お前か。
I lost it when...
いきなり正解だ
How
ぜ。
did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me. Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
さて、全部聞いていこうか。カーディナーレから聞こうか。
Do you think that an important person from Teleme could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we are a bunch of
堕落の
degenerates.
権限。
You're
すごいな。
hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony.
パーティーの参加者について教えてくださ
Could
い。
you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me, but I don't know them.
主催者ですな。
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name.
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman
何なんだ、
who is
緑のコー
always
トって。
wearing a green
誰
coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
キャンディーかな。いや。100% 行こうよ。カリスマ発揮しちゃうよ。
Admit it, you must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people, wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to recognize someone once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my
誰
clients.
だい？
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore.
あ、じゃあこれ全部話しちゃうんだ。結局何なの緑の子ってどっから出てきたこれ。
Could you tell me about her?
She always hides her face and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important then.
キャンディー？
Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so
試合？
his name makes the rounds.
Have you ever spotted him at these pleasure parties?
In all honesty,
そう
I
い
wouldn't
う
even be able to recognize him.
生殖活動的なあれを試合って呼ぶのかな？
Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
オーケーオーケーオーケー。あ、ここどこよ？絶対通行人じゃないでしょう。街中歩いてて来れる場所じゃねえぞ、ここは。となると。でも皆さんと話す必要なくなっちゃったかな、そうしたら。おい。みんなあれかな、近くに行くと変な踊りしてくれんのかな。笹踊りしてくれんのよ、お姉ちゃんよ。踊りしてくれんの？よう。なんもしねえや。まあいいや。ありがとな。お前らありがとな。よし、そしたら金貸しのおっちゃんのとこ行こうか。ちょっと待って。ブックメーカー、ブックメーカー？あ、あいつか。ラッキーラッキー行こうか、じゃあブックメーカー。何ブックメーカーって。戦闘主催者？ブックメーカーって別じゃねこれ。
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
あ？キャンディー。
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. Even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
試合って本当の試合か。
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel
消されたか。
have disappeared.
Do you know where I could find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information.
カーディナル
Has
教
the
えてく
Mother
れ。
Cardinal ever come here to place bets?
The Mother Cardinal? And why not Saint Matthias himself while you're at it?
もういいや。
I must be going.
Next time, then.
さて。あ、これ全部埋めなきゃダメか。オッケーオッケー。じゃあ他のやつも聞こう。
Good day.
Welcome. You here to...
賭けについて聞こう
On
か。
what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. You never heard of
知って
them?
る知ってる。
Quite a few come here and bet fortunes.
And do they win?
A few do, others have less luck. But they do get the thrill either way, you see, and that's all that counts.
おう、闘技場について教えてく
What
れ。
is this arena?
It's a place of great pomp and entertainment, where all manner of fights take place. Men, women, savage beasts, island monsters. People are coming from everywhere on the island to participate, or to bet.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
あれ終わっちゃったよね。まあいいや。 さて、そうすると、あれなんか、宿屋の主人に尋ねるがまだ終わってねえぞ。まだなんかあんのか。主人、何を教えてくれんなと。
Can I get you anything? Look who it is. I feel that once again you're not here to support my business.
いやいや、別に。
I'm looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
そいつが
Yes, I have seen this coat before, but I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
はあ。まあ、ブックメーカーで金貸し行こうか。ブックメーカーってどこにいるの？中にいるってこと？お金貸しでしょ？ちょっと待って、どこにいんだよ。ちょっと待ってよ。マジどこにいたの？あいつさっき話したじゃん。さっき話したじゃん。またか。
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
はい、教えて。
I'm looking for someone. A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in especially for the big fights and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
よしよし。じゃあ金持ちに会いに行こう。あそこか。金貸しの家はここかね。お邪魔します。はい、マグパイ。
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? But what are you talking about?
取り乱しすぎだ
Stop
ぞ。
acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough. All right, I get the message.
弱い。メンタル弱いぞ、マグパイ。カーディナルだね。
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time. And
す
with
ごいね。天
interest.
文学的
Do
な
you
数
think
字と
she's
か書いてあったよ
plundering the
ね。
city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I just know his name, like everyone else. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the
さっき言ってきた
basement
ば
of
っ
the
かりなんだよ
Coin
ね。
Tavern.
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my line of business. He deals in arena fights, which are beyond me.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he's just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
ああ、キャンディーを見つけるしかないよね。
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
OK OK。夜になったら持ってこようかじゃあ。自分家行くじゃあ。で、できた。OK。キャンディー。いた。キャンディー。初めましてだな、キャンディー。
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desade, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon
なん
run
だ大
into
変なことっ
trouble.
て。
Legate or no legate.
Come on, it was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
これで終わり？ペトリスこれで終わ
My
りか
dear
い？
child, what can I do for you?
終わりっぽいね。
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
終わりっぽいっすね。終わってるわ。なるほど。よし。じゃあ今日はこの辺で終わりにしたいと思います。次回はですね、こちらエデンでのトラブルということで、ちょうど今エデンにいますんでね、こちらのトラブルを解消していこうと思います。じゃあここまでご視聴ありがとうございました。ちょっとどいてよ。ちょっとどいて。はい、金貨を得たところでご視聴ありがとうございました。語りは私、高2でお送りいたしました。それじゃあ次回ですね、引き続きまたやっていきますので、ご視聴のほどね、よろしくお願いいたします。それじゃあ、さようなら、バイバーイ。